What's up, everybody? It's your boy. Sorry I'm late. Coming at you with
Flushing
game 2
Queens
of this
baseball
series against the Phillies. 15 innings of
Game
hard
2
work.
of this three-game series
A loss. It was a tough
between the
loss, but at least I was proud of my
Philadelphia and the New York
pitching
Mets baseball
players and staff and all that. See what we can do this game with Lugo on the mound. There goes Cespedes getting turned up. Leave a like, subscribe, show us some love. Hope you guys are living.
Well, I think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant stuff compared to some other guys, but if he executes, he can still be very effective.
Let's get this
We'll see how he does.
Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Philadelphia, second baseman.
And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. HR, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Well, they're coming off a tough loss. I mean, they played
Really
pretty
good
ball.
pitching.
They just lost
7 hits in
run,
15
but,
innings. You know, that's something
look
big.
back at it, those are the
Even
ones
though I
that
lost.
eat you up. Those one-run losses.
It's okay.
And Cabrera will take this one for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the guy that's hitting second. Wonder if he can turn it around a bit. He's hitting under 250 for the season. You think about it, that's basically 1 for 4 every game with some overs mixed in there. It tells you about the inconsistency he's had so far in the batter's box.
Freddie Galvis comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Good change.
Nice change.
And it's 0-2.
Well, he finds himself down 0-2, but those are 2 good pitchers' pitches. Both on the inside half, both for strikes. There's nothing you can do with it. You just got to hope now you get something to hit.
Another 0-2 coming. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball.
Got him looking.
He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Odubel Herrera.
What?
Played as he looks.
Guys, that's
Well,
a
he
ball.
punched out the last guy.
I
He
don't
didn't
think
get
that's a
any
ball.
favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead
Cabrera.
of behind.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order, and now the Mets offense will go to
Let's go.
Vince Velasquez gets the ball.
1-1.
In
Fuck
this
the
one.
fuck the opponent's stats. Man. I'm trying to
Matt,
see
this guy's not
W's.
going to blow you away. He's a
I got a lot of faith in these guys turning this fucking month around.
A little bit over 4, but he takes the baseball. And he's the guy that's going to take his lump, but he's going to keep coming back at you. And I think we'll probably see that kind of performance today.
These Phillies, Harold, as they enter play here tonight, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
Yeah, it's been a heck of a week.
Yeah, man. Yesterday's win for the Phillies made it 7 in a row.
Go to the ballpark and say we're winning today.
More power
That's
to
what
them.
they've been doing.
Ah.
8. Pretty impressive. Well,
Fucking
he's going to
haters,
come
man.
after you with the breaking ball. It looks like today. First batter, he's already thrown 2 curveballs. He's got himself ahead in the count. This could be a breaking ball game for him.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate for the rest of this AB.
And this is swung on and missed by Granderson, and that's the first out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know, I love what the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson, does for this ball club. He leads the team in on-base percentage, and we all know that's become a highly valued stat in today's game. He makes things happen for his offense, and a lot of times, when he's going good, the lineup is too.
And a miss as Walker's in a hole here. No balls and 2 strikes. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Breaking ball.
Oh, yes.
In the dirt. Up with it. Rupp.
Made it.
But the throw is not in time.
Good shit.
Walker reaches on the strikeout. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. First swings for him.
Yeah, let's see what you was getting turned for in the beginning of the game.
From the belt. Kicks and deals.
Oh, word?
As that one ran in and got him.
I mean, I feel y'all hit 2 of y'all boys yesterday by mistake.
2 Ks right away, the 1 and 2 hitter, and now he's going after the 3 hitter like he's a 9 hitter. He's got great stuff going.
Ready now. Jay Bruce. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Matt, in last night's game,
97.
this is the situation right here. They didn't do a very good job driving guys in with runners in scoring position. Right here, you got to get in scoring position. You got to capitalize and drive in. If you swung at a bad pitch last night, get a good pitch to drive right here.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game.
He got it.
He's dealing with two guys on, and that last pitch looked like...
Ouch, that one hit him.
Wow. Bases loaded. This will be the second time
Back to back. Umpires don't have much patience.
my bases is loaded. Wow, he hit me right in the chest.
And neither does the team that's getting plunked.
I'm looking at that first pitch. Yeah, I already know. I might swing at that shit.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
Fuck
He's
with
ready for
Travis.
his
I got
first
Travis
at-bat
batting
of this
fifth.
early
and
season
Buda
contest.
batting sixth.
0-1, here it comes. And he up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Not a good at-bat from him so far. He's got the bases loaded out there, but he's been way too aggressive, chasing the first two pitches way out of the zone. He should be sitting pretty right now instead of being down 0-2 in the count.
It's all right.
Swung on and missed. Oh, a huge
Come on, Duda.
punch out there as the base
This is yours right here.
with two away.
First home run of the season.
First delivery to him on the way. Lucas Duda is in with two away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Now, that's actually a pretty good pitch right there. I know he swung through the fastball, and he's got some power, but the location is what I like. It was up away just enough and tempting enough for him to swing at.
Oh, he looked like a
the slider.
swing in the club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Well, here we sit, 2 on, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Look, they start off looking good this inning, and it'd be very deflating if they don't pick up something here. A lot more pressure on him than he thought going up there.
Here it comes on 0-2. Breaking ball, and it gets him to chase it in the dirt. And they get to force it home. Whatever works as the side is retired. Mets leave them loaded, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. And it's been a slow start to the year, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Now here it comes. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike.
Damn, man.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Got him.
Time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Mets. And at third base, the Captain America, David Wright. I love the fact that he still has great footwork. The first step may be as good as anybody in the history of the game. He can still catch it, but I love that first step.
Michael Franco stands in as he looks at a called strike. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Got him.
A miss out in front of a changeup.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2.
Got him.
Mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice.
I don't want to trust that changeup.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Michael Franco goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Wow. Speaking of Captain America.
Spears it at third to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch off the fastball, but this was in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes.
I really like how the catcher and the pitcher are reading swings. The pitch before, big power swing. Then they pull the string on him and get him out in front early. He has no idea what's coming now. Oh, he might
way to
get away
wait, man.
with one 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he fouled it off.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Seth Lugo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now a bunt attempt here. Joseph is right there, and he'll step on first for the out. 3
Gotta think a sign, right?
Here's the third baseman, David Wright, and he has not gotten off to the start he had hoped for with the bat. It's been a real struggle for him out of the gate. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
That's a bad approach right there. Look, you may get that pitch later in the at-bat. If you're going to take a swing first pitch, it's got to be a ball you can.
Shit, man.
And that was not the pitch.
Right
I
there,
had double
it's
all
quickly
over.
0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a... Here's Howie Kendrick. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Wow, I missed.
It's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Granderson is under it.
Good shit.
He's got it 1 away.
I don't want to do that again. Yeah, we all the way last. We're like
Settling in now,
fucking
Cameron Rupp. He went hitless last
12 games away from
push
first.
across only 1 score.
I don't even know why I'm still
Fastball here as
trying,
he'll
but
take
hey,
a look at ball 1, 1-0.
162.
Got him out on his front foot there as
Right.
it swung on and missed for strike 1. Hit well on the ground to first. Duda's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Oh, Modern Wharf.
Digging in the switch hitter, Vince Velasquez. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Oh, wow.
Got him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. It is
Let's go.
Granderson. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Nigga hit me.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
I mean,
Swing and a miss way behind the
I struck out,
fastball.
but made it the first. He hit my next 2 batters.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
I just farted, guys.
0-2 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out 1 away. Here's Neil Walker. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch. And
What
it's
you gotta
0-2.
say it for me, nigga? Phillies too are looking for their first game. Fucking hit.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
They
And
just
a
want to
breaking
see
ball
me
down and
lose.
in here as he's got to hop out of the way
They
there.
want to see
Trying to
you
get him to chase that
winning.
0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3 on
I
a
call
pitch
that
in
they
the
don't like to see you winning.
first is there to record the second out.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Really tied him up on that one.
Yeah, clearly didn't recognize where that was going to end up.
Unbelievable. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
That's a base hit.
Down the line. And
that's going to be a double.
Backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. And he's going to get to second now with nobody
come on, man. I know you could get out of this.
Situational hitting there after surveying the field to see what the defense was getting him.
Get out of this.
Well off the line, and he had no chance to make a play as he sprays it down the left field line.
That's how you hit the ball,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Galvis. And he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like...
Not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
Unbelievable.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point.
This is... I know you could do it.
Down the first baseline. Duda's up with it. A play at the plate, and not in time.
Damn, Duda.
Well, he comes up with the RBI hit right there
like that
and puts him ahead in this ball game.
There's no reason why he should have catched that ball like that, bro.
Odubel Herrera is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball.
Come on, man. I ain't with this shit, man.
1-0 pitch on the way. Hit hard towards center. Man. In there, a base hit. Runner around second now, headed for third. The relay throw, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Oh, that was a nice...
If I would have thrown to third, he probably would have went back to second.
And deliver a strike to third.
I'm glad I hit the relay guy.
That's a killer to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third.
Come on, man. This is you.
Will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Got him.
Here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Maikel Franco. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pitch in the dirt, and that scoots right on by. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Has a look, now the pitch. And he'll take this one as well. It's now 2-0 to the Philly third baseman.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count. You can't help but feel good about yourself when you make a hitter look like that. That swing was heinous.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And this one's in the dirt.
Oh, fuck. Throw that changeup.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Damn.
Now batting.
Here's Michael Saunders now. Comes in
guys.
0 for 1 in the ball game. And here's a ball hit in the air. Cabrera onto the grass.
All right, 1 run, man.
The 3rd out.
2 hits.
Here's Jake Bruce now. He starts off
3 hits.
Against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. The next 0-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. He'll throw down first,
man.
1 away. So striding in, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1.
Boy, that's an ugly swing right there. And they haven't been getting on base. They're not doing much of anything right now. And I'll tell you what, they got to figure out something to make an adjustment, or this game could get ugly quick.
Oh, and he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Takes this the other way to right, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Here's Lucas Duda now. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
Yo, man, somebody
He's just looking
fucking help me,
right
man.
A late swing followed by another late swing. Just dominating him right now.
And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Saunders is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail 1-0. Here's Howie Kendrick. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Left fielder, Howie Kendrick.
From the stretch. Hit back up the middle. And Kendrick has a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on.
Come on, Lugo.
Well, Matt, we've watched him struggle early, but you always talk about in-game adjustments. Right here, he jumps on the first pitch. They look more aggressive. It looked like they've changed their whole game plan to come out now and start firing on all cylinders.
Cameron Rupp will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Swing and a little tapper. And he won't even think about second.
Bro, I'm about to say.
On to first for the sure out. Riding in once again, Vince Velasquez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. In there for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. Line to the right side.
Wow.
Base hit. Kendrick.
Wow.
And is headed home.
I'm fucking
and they're
done.
not going to get him as he's in there to
The
score.
pitcher, ladies and gentlemen.
Digging in and looking for more.
Just scored
Cesar
one.
Hernandez.
Cesar
1 in,
Hernandez.
1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. To Cabrera for 1. On to first.
This nigga's slack.
He beats it out.
The batter,
Ready for another shot
Let me
now.
check.
Freddie Galvis. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Only the 5th.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
Damn.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch. If you can hit the corner with it.
Nah, I'm not hitting that curveball, bro.
Cespedes is there.
Motherfuckers always bomb that
And
shit.
that ends the inning.
Every curveball from every pitcher, they bomb that shit.
Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are
Not even winning.
career on Broadway.
I haven't even gotten a fucking
Here
hit.
now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking
Fucking
about ways to
pitcher
get the
had an
guy
RBI base
out of his
hit.
rhythm a bit.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. struck him out.
And
there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Stepping in now, Seth Lugo. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. David Wright stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
In there, strike 2.
My Lord.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That's a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Off the plate at 94, 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row. Set down. Digging in once again, Odubel Herrera. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Now here it comes. That misses. 2-0. 2-0, here it is. 3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Set to deliver on 3-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That's the 3rd slider in a row, and I'm going to tell you what, I think he'll probably throw 4 and maybe 5 if he needs it. Oh, he's going to want that pitch again. That ball's right down the middle in his wheelhouse. His eyes lit up. He just didn't let it travel deep enough where he could square it and keep it fair.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And he'll catch on the run as he reaches down to Spirit for the second out. Ready for another chance? Michael Franco comes into this at-bat 0 for 1.
Oh, man, that was a big miss.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses with it, 1-1. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Line toward right center. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
Well, that's a good positive step. Got off to a slow start here in April. That's one to build on right there.
They was about to run all the way
Standing in now, Michael Saunders.
to the pad
High
to
in the
make
air
that
out
a
to
double.
center field.
Shit.
Anderson on the move. And that retires the side. 1 left for Philadelphia, but they hold. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen.
Why they have
He's
people in
in
the
for the 3rd
bullpen
time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Matt, he's really
And I'll
putting
let
on
him
the clinic. The
keep
first
pitching.
pitch strike, we talk about it all the time. He's 90% in this game, first pitch strike. When you do that, you're going to have great success. Now, that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6, from midnight to 6 a.m., and he's doing it all day.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's another 0-2. Got him.
Shit,
and that's
man.
the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Look at this shit, man.
Here's Neil Walker. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short. Galvis backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 52.
Bro, man, got no words.
Starting to loosen now. In
Trying to stay positive. 2-0.
Into the windup and the pitch. Yoenis Cespedes stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. Lifted in the air out to left. And Kendrick will make the play to retire the side. So he's through.
Unbelievable. And then they want me. They suggest me to replace players.
Kendrick.
Like,
and guys,
the entire batting lineup.
Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Well, he tried to put him away on 2 pitches low in the zone, and he just wasn't biting. Nice job of hitting.
Darno has a play, 1 away.
6 innings without a hit. He's about to pitch a no-hitter.
He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And he takes ball 1. Lined foul right over the Mets dugout. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit weakly back to the mound. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it.
Trash.
Ready for another shot now. Vince Velasquez. A hit in 2 tries so far. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down.
Oh, my Lord.
So the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Cesar Hernandez is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Cespedes is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Riding in once again, Freddie Galvis. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off.
Why are you missing?
This is where the big dogs show up. You got runners on, you got a 2-0 count. You got to make a pitch on the corner and have confidence.
Wow, this guy's.
Don't groove one. That's when you get hurt.
Come on,
They're
Lugo.
never good, but they're especially bad news late in
Lugo.
games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work. Now this is chopped.
Get out of this shit. You got in it.
0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
This is hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? He is, as he gets the 3 unassisted putout, and that ends the inning.
6 perfect innings against me.
Jay Bruce.
I have no comment.
Right fielder, Shea Bruce.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
That was a good swing, but I
Here's
missed.
the 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. His balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
All these guys is tired from yesterday.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th.
I don't understand this game, bro.
To keep him out of the hit column.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
On its way is pitch number 75. Smoke toward the hole, and that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, well, right here's where your catcher comes out and says, take a pause, it's okay, and get him refocused, because you don't want the game to spin out of hand now. He pitched great early, but he's got to finish it off now.
Lucas Duda is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. No hits to this point. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. This one's flared toward left center. Pereira comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, and a strikeout victim twice in this one. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch on its way. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild
Fucking
pitch.
0-2, bro. Damn, bro. You know how pissed do I get, man?
Working on hanging another 0, the pitch. Here's a ball hit in the air.
I like the pitch right there. 2-strike fastball out of the zone, see if he'll chase. I'd go even further out this time, see if he chases it again.
Ready on 0-2. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now. Is that in now? Tommy Joseph. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. 0-1, here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That was a good swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
1-2, here it comes. And they'll try to get him
Bro.
He won't offer dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now.
I need you to do
get
one more
something
inning.
right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir.
He's just fouling him off till he gets something he wants to hit.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas. So when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Franco. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
A speed of 27. Made it to second from doing all that.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 2-1, here it is. And it misses 3-1 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Gonna have to make some pitches here.
That's in there. Base hit.
Oh my.
Rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the run will score from second here as this is now
I'm a break.
3-0 game.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. Now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game. And now they've got that cushion.
Michael Saunders is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Squared that one up just a little late. Ready with the 0-2. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Michael Saunders becomes the first out of the inning. Howie Kendrick comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That was 2 very good takes. I mean, those pitches are just right there, nibbled on the corners, just missed. But he had the patience to lay off.
Outside, 3-0 now. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Cameron Rupp is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. 0-2, here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 home. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Bruce has a play, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in the switch hitter, Vince Velasquez. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be different.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Pat Neshek is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 17, Pat Neshek.
Juan Lagares will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. And he lays off there 1-0. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he's in.
Yo, man.
Slider that time.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
I don't understand this shit, man.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. He's
Honestly.
2 with a strikeout in this one. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Look, Matt, they're down 3 in the 8th inning. Take a pitch, get hit by a pitch. You got to get base runners. Manufacture right now is the time because you only got 6 outs to play with.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. A swinging bunt to the mound.
If that was me, that would have been safe.
Called out on a close play at first.
I kid you not. If I was the pitcher and they did that, I would have been safe.
And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen. Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
And he struck him
Oh
out
my
again.
God, I quit.
So that's the old
How that shit was in the middle and it just dropped.
strikeout. Now, beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the ninth.
This is no good,
Eric Goodell enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Cesar Hernandez.
I don't know how.
Is in to start things off as he looks at the ball to start the inning 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Look at that. What's the difference?
2-1.
I don't see a difference.
And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Hernandez is retired, and there's one away.
Number 13, shortstop.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a swing and a ground ball. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line and left. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Center fielder.
First delivery to him on the way. Odubel Herrera is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
Nobody gonna tell me his speed.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And another foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that two-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats. Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
2 strikes on the hitter and 2 outs. I like this. You got to get this out here. You don't want them to drive.
Look at this.
And you go down 4. You keep it at 3. You still got a chance to break.
If it was me, swear to God, I would have been out.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there. And now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Genmar Gomez takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
2-12.
Neil Walker is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
I can hit that, but when it's in the strike zone, low and away, I can't hit
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
And then it tells me good
High in
time.
the air. Joseph is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
52, Yoenis.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Oh my Lord.
There to begin the at-bat. It's nothing.
Real good timing.
Well, he got away with one right there. He hung a slider to this guy in the middle of the order and got away with it. You're feeling good about yourself right now.
1 out, nobody on.
I'm sorry, guys, man.
Swung on and
Posting these videos, not even winning.
is after it, and the throw is in time.
My apologies,
Cespedes
man.
is retired. 2 down now.
Fielder number 19.
I 100% suck, bro.
Career numbers against Genmar Gomez. Just a 1 for 12 career line. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
I really felt like I was gonna win these two games.
Now the 0-1.
That I posted.
And that
Just
misses
fucks me
1-1.
right in the ass.
If you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that,
One hitter
go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
against me.
In front of the change.
Pitch the one hitter against me.
2 strikes on him now.
Like
Has him
fucking
down to their
combined
final strike. Here it comes.
total of like 50 strikeouts from the last game and now again.
And this ball game is over.
Wins in a row.
There you guys have it.
They can't do
3-10-0 beats 0-1-0.
like this. You eat the same
Subscribe for
food,
more.
the ballpark the same way. You
Leave
do
a like.
everything the same because
Show your boys some love. Once again, I
This way.
apologize.
For the Mets, no run.
See you guys in the next fucking
They left 4 minutes.
video. If I'm still alive, because this is fucking stressful.
2 hours and 42
I'm 2-13 now. Unbelievable.
Joining us here.